Happy Sunday, everyone. Just wanted to give you a personal greeting today on this lazy day and invite you to another trade plan. We had an amazing week last week. Almost every single day was just ridiculously on point with the trade plans. And I had a lot of people reach out to me and thank you for the excellent analysis. We had a lot of new subscribers. We had quite a few people come into the Discord room. And I'm just really excited with the progress that we're making. My ability to help people and, just have them reach out and say, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm finally starting to be consistent is such a feel good moment for me that I just wanted to let everybody know who sent me those messages. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me because, I love helping you guys do your thing. And so it kind of keeps me motivated to keep going. So please, any feedback that you guys have, anything that you want me to change or what have you, please make sure that you send me a message and let me know if there's anything I can do to help or improve and make that happen. So I have a few awesome things that I want to talk to you about today. First, make sure you sign up for the free trade plans if you never have before. This is going to be a limited offer. I've decided to discontinue this after we hit 50 or 100 paid subscribers. Right now we have 51. So if you have not checked the trade plans out as of this point in time, make sure you sign up for the free trade plans. They're 30 days free. The link is in the description below, and you can sign up. All it takes is to put an email in, and I'll turn you on within a few hours, and then you'll be good to go for the next month. Obviously, follow me on all these socials over here, okay? This is my YouTube. We stream to YouTube. This will be on YouTube. Also, the post-market breakdowns will be on there, and any other videos that I have that I want to deem to the public. But I mean, these are great finds, guys. This is big stuff, and we're going to talk about this here shortly. But Twitter, YouTube, Substack, all the same. You can even follow me on LinkedIn if you want. No big deal. But this is the jam. Make sure that you follow and like and retweet. Let other people know what we're doing here. This is good stuff. So I have decided to do something special for the first 5 paid subscribers. And I don't mean people who are on the free plan. If you're on the free plan and you convert into a paid subscription, I will give you, for the first 5 people, I'm going to give 30 days free to the Discord room. We've had an incredible response in the Discord room. People are absolutely loving it. And it's just been killer. So if you're interested, this is going to apply to only the first 5 people. See if we can get some more people to check it out and get some good reviews. So far everybody is having a great time, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I just feel like giving something away. I'm like, do I want to do any more prop firms or whatever? Like, you know what? Let's give people something they can actually make money with here, which is be Discord access. So first 5 people to sign up for the paid subscription, whether it be today, tomorrow, whatever it is. If you're one of the first 5, I will bring you on through, get to check it out, and it'll be pretty good. So let's get into the trade plans, make it happen. Now, last week was crazy. So on Sunday, and I talked about this in the week in review, this was last Sunday's week in review. So last Sunday, I gave the heads up that this is where we were at when we closed on Friday, and I was like, hey, I think this is come all the way up and play this weekly and get knocked. And it can come all the way back down to 25-ish or lower. That is exactly what happened, and I'm actually kind of blown away myself that it worked out so well. The analysis is always on point, but when you see it ahead of time and then it happens, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys what's cooking here. Let me take this off. There you go. So this is the trade plan. You see where we're here, went up, hit this weekly and came down, right? Well, here's the same chart. So this is where we were at, went up, hit this weekly, and came down, all right? So now what do we do? Well, our analysis was on point, so now let's see if we can do it again, huh? Well, as usual, we're gonna start with the weekly TPO. So where are we at in value? Well, we're still balancing in this massive previous week's range. And in my opinion, it looks like we're going up. So as we're sitting in here and accepting value, we are back in last week's value. We have created a massive bullish imbalance once again up to 69.90, guys. This all makes perfect sense. We've talked about the JPM collar up at 69.95. Of course, that's SPX, but it's, it's close enough. It's close. And, we are already expecting to continue to move higher no matter what. So we just have a lot of reasons to be bullish, especially coming into the end of the year. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but things certainly look like it right now, and I'll give you my reasons why. So, right now we've got no value area high on this, and it's just really, really off as far as balance is concerned. So once we pop above the previous week value area low, we should rotate into 68.31 fairly easily. We still have to deal with 05, which is this low volume node right here, which we'll talk about when we get into the candlestick charts. But 31 is going to be an upside target for me, at least to fill in some of this inefficient area. You can see there's some low volume in here. So I think that's what's up. We also have some singles down to 67.40, which I think we could pop down there first and then go. And I'll show you when we get into the candlestick charts, it all makes sense. So just wanted to show you guys what we're working with here, up here. Also, this weekly POC, 68.74, when I show you guys what's up with that, it's a gap fill. And I think it's a fantastic spot for a target. It's right here. We have a naked weekly or naked daily point of control. Here's our weekly point of control. And, this is up here just hanging out loose. Now, the reason, another, thing that I'm really looking at this, and we're going to get into the daily chart, but since I have this open, I mean, we never lost on the 4 hour. We held the lows, right? And so really it looks like we could be making a massive W here to just kind of bounce up. And this is that weekly area that I was telling you, those weekly singles right here. This is a pullback into some serious support, which we'll get into. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself right now. So that's what's up on the weekly TPO. Let's go over the candlestick charts, show what's up. So we had this big move down. This week closed above this leg down here. This was our first sign of weakness last week, that we kind of had something going on. And this week they were able to close above it, which was definitely some more strength. But we did get a nice big smack from 67.88 towards the end of the day. But we didn't quite lose it. And here's what's really important, and I'm just going to show you this because this is really what resonates with me the most. Go ahead and pull this up. Okay, you ready? We've talked about this multiple times, but we're going to do it again. All right, so I'm going to leave out some of the little stuff and get right to the point. This is a sub leg, right? This is our sub leg to the all-time high. We played it a few times, whatever. Right, so the idea was we did not want to see a close below this last week, 67.38, because that would be weak. So we closed above it on Thursday. On Friday, they opened below it, came down, tested the 660, and closed above it. And then we were like, okay, cool, they didn't lose. We're going to go back up and we're going to test that weekly, which we did, right? And then we came back down. So what did they do? So then again on Thursday, we closed here on Thursday, but on Friday, we opened well below that leg, and I told everybody, hey, listen, this is super bearish. If they close below here, this is bad. And normally this would be a textbook setup of mine where we would open below, back test, and go. But they opened directly at the leg, down at the low, they back tested and ran. So but here's the real stick save here, guys. This daily, because this is our sub leg up, last week we had a daily that opened below, closed above. This week on Friday, we had another daily that opened below, closed above. Once again, they've had two opportunities to lose the daily and going, a whole week apart, and they couldn't do it either time. This, to me, represents significant strength, and more than likely, we're going to W out, okay? That's what I see so far. So that is how I'm looking at the daily. Now, where does it all go wrong? Well, if we could get a close below 38 and especially 23, we've got some serious issues. 23 is not a level that I love because this really didn't gain anything. I mean, it did here, but for whatever reason, this level is not getting a whole lot of love. It's more this sub leg at 38 that seems to keep getting all the attention, and which is fine with me. I just understand the importance of these. The other thing, we have a daily here at 66.92 that is our new leg up. Again, that didn't gain. Now, there's a 4 hour level down there. There's the daily here. We'll see what happens. I don't think we revisit this, but if we do, just be cautious buying this once you are underneath 38 and especially 23. Okay? This level that we have down here, this 660 area, just insanely tested at this point. But we continue to hold it, and that's what's important. The other thing is we have the 50-day moving average is right here at 42. They love trailing this 50-day, guys, and this is a big deal when you're trending. So with that being said, we could pull back right into this. Remember me saying I had them singles down here that I liked, and we have that daily here at 38. We got the 4 hours that are stacked from the left, which I'll show you, and the singles. So if they pull back into this right here, hold this area, we can come all the way up to 05, and then this 31 we talked about, and ultimately come up here to the 76. As long as they hold this area, this thing is going to continue to grind up. So right now, that's what I see, and that's how all this comes into play. And as you can see, the 50-day moving average right here is 67.42. So kind of a big deal, all right? So that's that. That is that on the daily time frame. I will bring the 4 hour over just to show you guys what's cooking over here. Let me go ahead and get rid of all this other stuff. So this was the 4 hour level that we held at the lows. Yesterday we needed to close below here to lose on the 4 hour. Now they had closed below on some other time frames which gave us weakness, but ultimately when we came down to the leg end, we were still holding. This was the move to this high. And so when they came down, they held it. They definitely held it. And now we've closed back above this support. We've closed back above that daily. And then ultimately, this is the 4 hour leg to this high. Now that we've closed back above it, this is all reset and untested to me. So I think this could end up going much, much higher. Obviously, there is this other level down here that we have at 92. We talked about that was a daily. We'll see if that decides that it wants to play later. But I'm not ultimately worried about it right now. As long as it stays above, let's just call it 23 and ultimately 31, you can see these wicks here from this leg. If it stays above this area, we're going to be fine. If not, if we pull back, then we got to worry about getting back above it. Okay, but right now, I really think this thing's coming higher. But we'll see. We never know. But it certainly looks that way. Now, what if it doesn't, right? Let's just talk about what if it doesn't. Well, what if it doesn't? We have 34 down here that I would watch. Watch for a reclaim of the 660s. 05 is super duper important, but it will probably play again. This is actually a tested 4 hour down here, but this one isn't. I do like this 52. It's a pretty good spot, and I would look for this to basically get back over this wick, but you're looking at some serious resistance around 6,600. So we really want to stay above this and look for a reclaim of this, and right now it looks like it's going to happen to me. All signs point to higher. So we'll see. I mean, it looks like a W out if I've ever seen one so far. Come down. If we do this now, boom, we are out of there. So we're in the most bullish time of the year anyway. This is, the Santa Claus rally-ish type of era. So unless we get some crazy geopolitical news, that's ultimately what we're looking at here. So, and I think we can see it also on this RTH chart. And I'm just going to draw this out again just to see how this works. But ultimately, I think because we held this low, we'll come up here, we'll back test this area, do this number, and then and then ultimately continue to go higher. I don't even think this is going to get that big of a reaction because we held the lows. I think this is just literally at this point an inefficiency that needs filled. And so I'm going to be looking to get long. I don't know about from the open on Globex, but certainly on Monday, this looks like this is going to go. And like I said, as long as we hold this area here, we're pretty straight. But underneath this, kind of look out, especially now that 92, like we've retested. And I'm not saying it can't go like this because it certainly could, but I would, I'm going to use 32 as the big level for me. For those of you guys who were sticking around on Friday, we talked about this in the trade plan as well. Went ahead and just pulled this up so you could see. Sorry, it was 38. We had above below on 38 as well. And then you could see that we've also had that marked for the 4 hour level. 38 was our big pivot. So this is, as you can see, this has kind of been my thesis from this point on. And, this is a big level for us to monitor for a progression above below. And just to show you, nothing's changed, still the same from last week. And then this was Friday, they held this. I said, if it goes any lower, we come down. Well, they held it. They got back above 38. We ripped. And so that's that. So just to draw this out for you guys, I think it goes like this. Yeah. And then ultimately we'll probably come all the way up in here. So we'll see what's up. But that is the weekend review for you guys. There's not much more to look at. We talked about lower, we talked about higher, and that pretty much gets it done. So first 5 people, like I said, to sign up for the trade plans on a paid subscription side. I'll give you a month in the Discord room. Sign up. It's totally worth it. You're going to love it. The trade plans are awesome. And don't forget to follow me on all the different socials. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you on Monday for the post-market breakdown. And those in the room, I'll see you on Monday morning when I give you my little spiel on the market and our trade plan. Talk to you soon. Cheers.